Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday from a slightly sunburned me. Yeah, yesterday, 9 hours working outside, finishing off my bricks and tilling and doing all that sort of stuff, trying to get the last things done, ready for planting. And for very good reason. Uh, Today's Saturday, okay? Today's grocery shopping day for most people, okay? Work Monday through Friday. Saturday morning, like most people, you go to the grocery store. I'm going to give you something, a couple of things you might want to pick up today for a good reason. Now, maybe you saw yesterday, maybe you didn't, that the latest country to ban exports is Hungary. Okay? Hungary, not Hungary. They are banning all wheat exports. This is crucial, guys, okay? Not directly to us here in the United States, directly to the people in Asia for sure, okay? Because Asia and North Africa get most of their wheat from Hungary, Hungary and Ukraine. Now, we all know that ain't going to be a whole lot of stuff exported from Ukraine here anytime soon. Now, Hungary said they're not going to do it. Chances are with all the sanctions, you're not going to get a whole lot of Russian grain. So things to think about, all right? Now, when we talk about grains, let's think about wheat, corn, rice. I mean, you name it. I mean, many things that we buy. I mean, add oats in there, for example, okay? Now, the reason I say you may want to go get this, I want you to look at this first chart. This is a chart of wheat prices for the last 6 months. Doink! Okay. Flour, wheat berries. Might want to add those. Prices have almost doubled in 6 months. With everything going on in the world, where's it going to go? Why? Well, let me give you this. Who are the biggest buyers of U.S. wheat? Okay. Mexico is number one. China's number two, go figure. And then following along, the Philippines, Japan, and Korea. Well, gee, China, Philippines, Japan, Korea all happen to be Asian countries who get a lot of their wheat from Hungary and Ukraine. If there ain't no wheat coming from there, guess where they're going to want more? They're going to want it from us. Now, in the matter of diplomatic relations, of course, the U.S. government will make sure that we sell a lot of our wheat to the Asian nations who are missing it, of course. What is that going to do to us? That's going to drive prices up. All right. Now, no offense to farmers. Farmers need to sell the wheat wherever they can, all right, and get the best dollar for it. They're a business. They need to, they can't operate on a loss. We know it. So there's the price of wheat and what is going on with what prices are already doing. And you can imagine what's going to happen more now that this Hungarian ban went into place yesterday. So you want to add a next one. Let's take a look at this chart, okay? Anybody want to guess what this one is? This is the 6-month price of corn, okay? You like those ears of corn? You like feeding your animals? You like your cornbread, your corn muffins, anything you're making with cornmeal? Gee, there's the price of corn. That's up 50% in the last 6 months, okay? Who are the biggest corn buyers from the United States? Mexico's number one again. Japan, Colombia, South Korea, and Canada round out the top 5. Now, a little different, okay? But what else is used to make, or what else is made from corn? Ethanol, okay? So let's think about that. We're coming into summer. You have good old gas blends coming back, guys. what's this going to do? This is going to drive the price of corn up. This is going to drive and the price of corn going up is going to drive the price of gas up. Okay. So another one I'd suggest you go out and get is corn. Now, everybody goes, how am I going to get corn? Go to a feed store. I kid you not, okay? And you can get 50-pound bags of cracked corn. Now, I got my cracked corn 2 years ago, and it was $7 for 50 pounds. So let's say even now if it's doubled, okay, chances are it's pretty good, $14 for 50 pounds of cracked corn. That's worth having in your stockpile. You can always have a grain mill, and you can always grind it up into corn flour. Definitely something worth having before the price continues to go up. Now, the catch is, can you get this stuff? Let's go to the next one. All right, and let's pull this one. Anybody want to guess what this chart is? That's the 6-month chart of the cost of rice. Okay, so we've gone from 13 to 16. There's about a 25% increase. Rice is a staple for preppers, guys, okay? And it's going up. Notice all these charts. There's nothing coming back down. Now, you can imagine where we ship most of our rice to. Believe it or not, there's a lot of rice that is produced in, of all places, Arkansas, that we eat, okay? So when everybody thinks, oh, rice comes from China or anything like that, the Chinese and rice, sure. But we grow a lot of it here in the States, okay? So there's one to grab before the price goes up even more. Now, I got to give you one that is not terrible, okay? Not good, but not terrible. I want to guess what this chart is. This is oats, okay? Your oatmeal, okay? So, a lot of stuff made from oats, whatever, oat bread or whatever. But you can see, again, on a 6-month chart, from 550 to roughly 650 right now. Now, it was 750 about a month or so ago. But even then, that's still, right now, a 20% increase over 6 months. So start looking at all those percentages and tell me that, why, when they put out inflation numbers and say, oh, we're at 7.5% or 8% or whatever it is, and I keep telling you it's X food and energy, okay? Take out the inflation on gas, take out the inflation on food. Gee, well, what are we seeing? 50% up in gas. San Francisco has just officially become the first city to have an average price of gas over $5 a gallon. Yes, I know Europe and Canada, you'd love to pay $5 a gallon. The price of gas in the U.S. on average is now $3.83. Okay, we keep climbing. Thanks, Joe. Let's do another deal with Iran because, God forbid we can't pump any here. Sidebar. But so, this is stuff that I wanted to show you here is when you go to the store today, maybe pick up an extra bag of rice, an extra bag of flour, an extra canister of oatmeal. Maybe go to the feed store if there's one around and get some corn. Get one of them. At least get one of them. Because it's going to get a lot more expensive. I'm not going to necessarily say we're going to have a shortage. We could, okay? I don't know. I mean, there's too many variables there, weather and fertilizer and farms and everything like that to see what this year's harvest is going to be. I mean, I'm by no means an agricultural analyst, okay? I can't tell you what the wheat harvest or the corn harvest is going to look like this year. That ain't me, okay? But I can tell you that based on supply and demand, that the price is going to go up. There are comments, and I will link an article here for you below, okay? This comes from nationandstate.com saying that food prices could double, triple, quadruple from here. And we're already up the respective percentages I just showed you. When you go to the store, pick it up. I know you're going to look at it and go, you know what? Flour was $4, little bag. Now it's $5. Okay, it's not terrible until you think that's 25%. But what are you going to do when that little bag of flour is now $10, $15, $20? You're not going to be able to buy bread at the store. You're going to have to make it yourself. Okay, this is what we talk about prepping. You can stock all this dried goods for years in 5-gallon buckets and Mylar bags. You can dry can it, okay? All fine. It's worth getting now because this stuff ain't going to get cheaper. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to get. Guys, food is crucial. We can deal without lights. Ain't going to be comfortable. We can deal without air conditioning. It ain't going to be comfortable. We can't deal without food. You have to get the staples. It's that important. When you're out today, all I ask, pick up one thing. If you can pick up more, go for it. But grab one more to add to the preps. Have a good Saturday. Pinball out.